Good day, everyone. Welcome to the first official Cwmtawe Mafia podcast. I am Reese. G'day. And I'm joined by my co-hosts, Jamie.
Hello there.
Will.
Morning.
Owen.
Hello.
Luke.
Hello.
Corey.
Praise.
Jensen.
Good afternoon.
And Ridion. Okay.
And Ridian.
He doesn't like to talk much. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
The
Owen's
Beanman in
moved,
his
huh?
silence.
He's shy.
Yeah.
I
He's just
don't know
mute.
what's
He's
going
camera shy.
He's saying hi in sign language.
on. Yeah, guys, just feel your keyboard. You feel.
He lost
frail.
his tongue in the Second
Radio.
World War.
Just touch your
Yeah.
keyboard and you'll feel the vibrations of Ridian.
Yeah, he's that bloke from Hunger Games.
He speaks in bass.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, he does. All right then.
Okay, so today we've got a list of interesting topics this week. What are we doing first, kids?
We'll just do the first.
I'm older than you.
The first topic. Let's see. Which one is this now?
It's the case of Diablo's Pass.
Okay, I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what it is. It's like
a
it's
bunch
like
of
a
Russian
Yeti
campers
case.
died.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
Okay.
a real life Yeti.
Should I just Google this real quick so I can like actually understand?
I can
Like,
explain it.
Yeah,
They ran from their tent. A few people were found in a cave. A few people were found like a forest miles from their tent, and some people were like,
Yeah, it
You're
was like,
torn
it was like
apart.
basically a bunch of people went. It was like a Russian. I think it was a
Hiking.
Russian party, right? They were like all like. Russian.
Yeah, I think they were like science people.
Yeah, and they were like a science
It-
mad, and they were going up like on a little hike up the mountain, and they
Diablo's Pass.
Yeah, they basically went through. It wasn't called Diablo's Pass at the time; it was called something else. But it was known for like Yeti territory. God knows.
Yeah,
if it's
rumored.
true or not. Yeah, rumored to be a Yeti territory, and they camped on a mountain near the pass, and they basically didn't return from the camping trip, and a team went up there to try and find them, and they was found that they were like there were rips from the inside of the tent, so it shows they're trying to like get out of the tent by like ripping it open. And survivors were like found miles from the tent, and they had no clothing on, so they're like in a rush to get out of the tent. And some survivors were found with their tongues ripped out and their like eyes ripped out, and some were found with like their noses off. Some were found at the bottom of trees, so they like trying to climb the tree
Yeah.
and all this. So and they don't know.
One
what
guy had
happened
his
to
like
this day.
chest crushed, didn't he?
Yeah, he had like severe trauma to his chest. I don't know. I'll get up.
The music
So I'm
and the
taking-
topic do contrast quite heavily.
Yeah, they
but-
do.
So I'm taking the whole
LPG,
yeah,
murder.
the whole topic of it, like the whole reason of its like theme.
Yeah,
It's like the thing is the Yeti.
yeah. It's like no one knows if it's true. Hold on, I got the.
Like this did
Yeah,
happen.
like-
It's not like an
Yeah,
urban
this-
legend
this-
like the
no,
Russian
this
sleep
happens,
experiment.
yeah. There's a grave for these people. Like,
Oh, right, okay.
I got the what's it called when you examine a body and like you find out how the autopsy. Yeah, I
That's
got
it.
the autopsy sort of thing.
Yeah.
The leader, which the valley was named after Diablo, or whatever it's called. He died of hypothermia. Another one died of hypothermia. A female, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She died of internal bleeding from severe chest trauma. Another 4 died of hypothermia. Another one died of fatal skull injury. Another one died of severe chest trauma and his eyes were missing. And another one, yeah, and there was another one with them, but he had left the trip due to like illness or whatever.
All right.
There was something about radiation, wasn't there?
I mean,
And there was like apparently there was like a military like sort of thing happening on that mountain that night because there was like flares seen in the sky and stuff. So yeah.
it's the Russians.
Wait, if it's a military thing, then I think they were
Yeah.
killed by the military because they saw something they shouldn't have seen. Because we all know
Maybe, yeah.
We all know how the Russian military is.
How long ago was this? What year was this?
I have a-
59.
Soviet
Wait, was this
Union.
still Soviet Union? Yeah.
1959,
Oh,
2nd
That was-
February.
That was during the Stalin era as well.
So yeah,
So, yeah.
there's a good chance that the military could have killed them on site.
But
Or
yeah,
attempted to.
there was the thing is they had there had been many different. There's like pictures of the bodies, right, and they look so bad. But later because their expedition lasted 2 days before they died. On the first day, they were like going through the mountain, and they actually took a picture of like a sort of like a sort of like a yeti thing in the. There was like a yeti thing in the background of like one of the pictures, right? And so they like it could be yeti, like it could be a yeti because they had taken like a picture of like a sort
Or like a silhouette in the distance.
yeah,
yeah.
a figure of a yeti in one of their.
Didn't they like cut a hole in the tent too? And they like didn't get dressed or anything, so it shows how like
Exactly,
scared
yeah.
they were.
And
It shows how
tents were
scared
found,
they were when they ran.
Yeah, the tents were found completely like collapsed. And it
Their
was,
they were like running in like their like underwear as well, like what they were sleeping in
Yeah.
and shit.
So it's like
And
you know it's still
podcast.
still unknown whether
Oh, thank you. I'm.
still unknown whether
thank you.
they were like killed
So-
by.
They're not 100% sure what caused their deaths.
Yeah,
wasn't
they're
it
not
wasn't
sure.
it by like a Russian? Because he was during the Cold War. It was by like a Russian military base or something.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sure.
was.
That's what I
Yeah,
just
that's
said.
what Corey said. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was a military cover-up.
Yeah.
It probably was.
I mean,
like,
it was
What
Russia in the
direction, like?
it was
Did they all,
Soviet
like-
Russia in the Cold War, so it had to
The
be
best
something
way to cover
dodgy.
it up is somewhere out in Russia say, oh, we have a
Yeti.
here. Don't mess with us, America. We have Yetis. We didn't kill people. It was the Yetis.
We have
Yeah,
Yeti.
It was the big white monkeys, not
Ew,
us.
big white
definitely.
monkey killed
Hey,
people.
Big
not
white
us.
monkeys with vodka.
But they had like they
Joe
like
Willis.
the band had taken
Wait.
pictures of like sort of lights in the sky after some sort of project. I don't know if they were flares or whatever. But they had also taken like a picture of a yeti silhouette. So it's
Or we
like,
could be boring and say it was an avalanche.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you know
No, but they were like
chest
by the
trauma.
trees and that, weren't they?
Well, yeah,
Like-
you'd run from an avalanche, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just stand
No,
there.
but
So,
like
yeah,
you
so
wouldn't
you
have
wouldn't
climbed
get
up in
you
a
wouldn't
tree.
you get like trauma in the back, not like.
Yeah.
Or you could
You know
just
what?
turn a corner and it'd be there and bam, straight into you. You know? That could cause internal bleeding on the chest.
One thing that this reminds me of a little bit, it's somewhat similar, like a mystery. Have you ever heard of Elisa Lam?
Pardon?
Have you ever heard of the woman Elisa Lam?
No.
No.
Have you ever seen the video of that woman in a lift and she's like constantly walking in and out of the lift,
Oh
looking around
yeah,
the corridor?
I've seen it.
That is one of the most eerie
It
deaths
is,
I've ever
yeah.
heard of.
And she keeps like.
So basically, right,
creeping
there's a surveillance video inside an elevator or a lift, and it's a
I think I
woman
have.
who goes. She seems to like be really on edge about something. She walks in and out of this like lift, a couple of times, like looks down the corridors either side, and ends up going in there, right, or leave, or does she leave? I can't remember.
No, she goes in there. She looks out to, like each way to look if anyone's coming, and then she leaves it.
Yeah, but she's constantly like super agitated.
Yeah.
And
like,
then
she has
that's
a
the last-
conversation with someone apparently. Yeah.
I'm
Like,
not
if she's in
sure.
the
That's
lift,
not.
She's like talking to something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking to herself, I think. But then that's the last footage of her ever. And then they found her body in a water hydrant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water tank. That has got to be one of the most like because no one knows what happened.
Yeah, because if
I've never seen this video. Wait, what's her
You've
name?
never seen the video. Elisa Lam. It's Elisa.
Look it up now.
Yeah, so like basically she climbed on the roof, lifted like a 70-kilogram lid.
Well, you
Climbed
reckon she
inside.
put herself?
No, but that's what would have happened if she
Yeah.
had. She
If
would
it
have
was
to
a
lift
suicide, yeah, she'd have to move like the 70 kg lid, which
and then
Exactly,
close
yeah,
it
it's
just-
horrible.
while
Plus,
she was in
why
6
would-
foot of water.
Exactly, it's on the top of a building. Why would she choose the water tank if it's on top of a building?
Exactly.
If she wanted to commit suicide, she would have probably just like looked at the
Jumped.
ledge and went, you know what? See
Yeah, just jumped
And
off.
also, if she was trying to kill herself, why would she be so agitated? Like someone's trying to look
yeah.
for her.
Another shady thing is
Mafia.
the water
Mafia.
tank was like 6 foot deep. So like imagine
Yeah.
treading water, moving like a 60-kilogram weight.
Yeah.
It just doesn't add up. It's impossible.
It's true.
Have you, sorry, who was looking for? Luke was. So it's Elisa.
I'm watching the video now.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed?
9
doesn't-
seconds
it
in,
doesn't-
the
the
elevator
camera
door
doesn't-
closes a little and then opens.
The camera doesn't show like the spot underneath where the camera's placed. So there could be someone there.
I don't
True.
know.
I'm just trying to think.
There's quite a few. Oh, there was another one of some.
Watching the door. That's weird. What?
There was another one of some guy who I can't remember his name. I think he's German. And there's a video of him like literally bombing it out of an airport, and that's the last footage of him
Oh.
ever. And he went missing.
what like the guy who's on holidays and he was in on the last day.
Yeah, I think so. No, he was in the airport and he ran out like he was being chased by a group of people, and then that was the last footage of him ever. He went missing.
He's still missing.
I heard
What's his
about
name?
that. He got into like a fight with a couple of boys. at a
Yeah, that's
football
it.
Game, and then he just disappeared off
name?
the face of the earth.
I'm pretty sure he's a German bloke.
Yeah. The stuff like this is so shady, man. It's-
Lars Mittag.
It's like,
Yeah, that's the
and the
one.
thing is,
Disappearance of Lars Mittag. He's the most famous. The most famous and missing person on.
yeah.
Okay, so a 20-year-old man from northern Germany, Lars Mittag, is described as the most famous missing person on YouTube after he disappeared nearly 6 years ago in Bulgaria on July 8th, 2014. The mystery to this date has remained unsolved. A 30-second video footage of Mittag running from an airport terminal and straight towards a forest has triggered multiple conspiracy theories over the years, as he continues to remain missing. Reports state that the clips from the terminal where the man disappeared have been 16 times.
You think he's still alive?
Mittag reportedly left behind a rucksack and suitcase. Passport.
So sketchy, isn't it?
Do you think
So
he
he
was
was running
killed and then
from something?
buried?
Yeah.
It's just imagine this happening to you, like, and like no one knowing, like what.
Well, it depends if you're dead or not.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know.
But if you are alive, then you know that nobody knows where you are.
Like it's,
And
you
it's
know,
like
like,
that-
Phil, what's it
communicate with
called?
them.
It's like 3,000 and something days.
you can't. I said about that woman in America who was missing for ages, and then
It was in Austria, I think. This guy kidnapped her when she was like 8, and he had her
Alright.
for like 10. What was it called? 3,000. I'm just gonna type 3,000 days.
a similar thing happened in America. There was some woman because there was quite a viral where the man. She was missing for a very long time, and she was being held captive in this man's, I think, basement or attic. And one day she was banging on the door, screaming for help, and obviously the guy found her. And she'd been missing for a very long time at this point. She said her name, and the guy thought she was joking because he was like convinced
Yeah.
that she was dead. What's the name
It's
of
like
the
what would happen if Madeline McCann was found.
Yeah,
Like, if
well,
someone
no,
told
but
you,
even
"I am
yeah,
Madeline McCann, help me," you'd just be like,
Yeah.
"What are you on about?" No.
yeah.
Natasha Campus. She was kidnapped for 8 years, and then she like escaped.
Like this stuff is quite interesting. So, another weird like little thing that's not is somewhat related to this but not is the whole Scientology prison camp period about
What is it?
the Scientology prison camp.
Oh,
Have you heard of that? Oh my god! Right, okay. So I can't exactly remember like all the details. I watched a video, like the people who have been in this prison camp, who have like disobeyed the whole thing of Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, I should probably be careful what I say here because you might not ever see me again if they see that.
Here we go.
They supposedly they disobeyed like the thing of rules in the Church of Science, and they were held in these like torture camps basically
Yeah.
that were designed to like mentally like to brainwash them to thinking that what was happening was deserved. When they were literally torturing them, starving them, beating them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
What? So. What is going on here then? Jensen, what's going on? Jensen, what's going on?
What?
Jensen, you right, boss? You in it? Wait, nah. Why are you right now, boss?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah!
I muted myself when it went to my phone's audio instead of my headphones. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I muted myself. I wanted to hear what you were talking about, but I still muted myself. I swear I muted myself and then it went to my phone audio.
Oh my God.
Which is even
Jesus
closer.
Christ. We just go from talking about tortures in Scientology prison camps to let's know what's going on.
Alright.
Oh.
Dribbled out.
Right,
I,
well,
have,
I reckon we can move on to. Oh, go on.
I have a little topic I want to discuss here.
Oh, go on.
Oh,
It's,
can I quickly.
Oh, go on, Jensen.
Do you guys know of the Falkland settlers?
No, I do not.
No.
Basically, this guy, picture like basically Thomas Cook, took a bunch of like like 180 people over to America to cultivate this island, and they didn't have any
Wait.
supplies.
Is this the missing colony?
Yeah,
Mandalus. Roanoke.
and like he
right?
took 180 odd people over to this island, and then they ran out of supplies because he like misinterpreted how the land would be. So when he came back 5 years later from the sailing trip, all of them, 180 people, had vanished without a trace. There's scratch marks on trees, like zodiac symbols everywhere, but they'd all just vanished. No mass graves, nothing. 180 people.
I think they all just tried to swim.
Yeah,
It-
they are now
it-
ocean
It
men.
was the Native Americans, the Indians.
Where do you think
I
fish
reckon.
were born?
Well, they obviously were playing a massive game of.
I reckon it'd be Native Americans, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
There's
they
180
annoyed them as well
people.
by being colonizers.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, Native
Um,
Americans were a bit dodgy.
Nutty.
They were.
Nutty geezers.
Wait,
Maybe-
where was it?
It's like,
Where was the missing colony?
It was called like the lost colony of Roanoke, I think.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Ro-
Roanoke. that's
Roanoke colony, Roanoke Ridge.
I mean, Roanoke
It-
means like
it. Renegade Ranger.
no.
It was the oh, what are they called? The Murphy Brood.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what a really sketchy film is? This Wolf Creek. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
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 Basically, this guy in Australia, he lived in like quite out far in the desert. People would drive past, and he put nails in the road. A car would like break down or puncture. He'd take them into the house, you know, feed them, bathe them, and then in the night he'd just kill them, drag them to his like basement. He'd just like do crazy shit to them. And they didn't find any bodies, but when they like checked outside his house, he had like 70 odd cars, all with like roughly the same damage.
70.
Yeah, like just people driving past.
How big's his garden?
He just lived in the desert. He just parked them outside his house.
Oh,
Like
It's
a
like
couple miles away.
it's almost like the kind of like the Russian sleep experiment. Like,
That's
oh, I know
fake,
about
though.
that.
But that
is
never
mad.
happened.
yeah, it's fake,
You
but
never
it's
know.
still like.
It didn't happen.
You never know.
It's
It
a
was,
No,
creepy
it's a
pasta.
it's a creepy pasta. It was posted by a guy on like.
Hey guys,
And also
Jeff
there's
Miller in
loads
real
of
life.
Like, I'm sorry, in the story of the Russian sleep experiment, they rip out vital organs. How could they still live
Mm.
without a lung? Without their lungs, how can they still breathe?
I swear there
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
They're Russians.
Real.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
no,
they,
yeah.
They,
Behind
they
the wall, they
fucking
did
got
use, like-
vodka.
Something
Yeah, no,
similar must
during-
have happened in Russia.
They
No,
use
during the war, they
stimulants.
did use stuff like crack and stuff to keep their soldiers.
Yeah, they use. I'm pretty sure it
fight
with.
on.
I'm pretty sure with the British soldiers, they actually used. Was it ketamine?
Yeah, it was something like. Well, no,
Pretty
ketamine
sure
would kind of.
or the
make you-
crack.
make you- yeah, it'd be crack. It wouldn't be like ketamine would make you all like sleepy.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, yeah, it was crack. They use
Yeah.
crack to keep not
Yeah.
alive, awake.
Just to keep them fighting.
Yeah,
So,
But the Russians
They-
would be much more inhumane about it, wouldn't they?
Exactly,
They'd just be
yeah.
like,
yeah, they would have been, but like the Russian sleep experiment didn't.
yeah, but something
didn't
similar
happen.
could have happened.
Could have, maybe.
yeah, but it would have just ended when they like started ripping out their entire.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
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 they would have died a lot sooner. Died.
I don't doubt that there was experiments going on in Russia to try and keep people awake.
Possibly,
Because-
but
That would have probably happened in our country as well, in every country.
Yeah.
just it wouldn't have been spoken of.
You know, in those times, Russia wasn't really like scared of killing its people.
no.
No, not at
It
all.
still
Russia
isn't.
didn't care.
Because there was so many like rebellions
I
and
mean,
stuff
like, in like
and
the
civil
war, they would
wars.
just send all their peasants out at once, and like
Yeah.
2 million. It's like strength in numbers, taken to like
Yeah.
the most extreme degree.
A
Yeah.
million people, a million Russians died in Stalingrad, like a million Russian soldiers.
Stalingrad was so bad. If you've like you know, it's where it's like, you know, because Hitler was almost at the capital, so they was so like violent to try and keep him back. They would do.
It's
there's, like-
also because Stalin didn't want his own city to fall, though, wasn't
exactly, yeah. So it's like
He
with
just sent
Jap-
millions to
it's yeah,
protect it.
it's like Japan with their surrender. You know, you'd have suicide bombers just because of they felt it was humiliating to surrender in war. You know, it's the same with like Stalingrad.
Yeah, that was a whole. Yeah, with the,
Yeah.
the Japanese soldiers being too scared. That's like the Nazi pilots as well. That's where they stemmed.
No, but they're
Japanese
like
suicide bombers were like full on trained to like
the
Yeah,
people
kill
in
them.
charge
Be
would have
prepared
been
to
like,
die.
"Oi, don't come back, or your family."
No, yeah, in like the first time they were in camp, they were told you're gonna die and you're gonna be able to accept this by the end of this camp. It's like it's the harshest thing in the world, but you know they did it anyway because they felt he was brave.
So what, Jimmy? You said there was a topic you wanted to talk
Oh
about.
yes, I have another disturbing topic for you all.
Go on then.
All right,
Oh, I.
deaths on live television. All right,
Oh,
What do I-
I have
What
two
do I-
cases for you
that
all.
TV presenter,
Okay.
that
Yeah,
what's his name?
yeah,
Bill
yeah,
Murray.
right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have first one, Tommy Cooper. He was a
Magician?
magician.
That was the
Yeah,
weird
Well,
seen
he
it.
was well, magician
Seen it.
because his whole act was like acting dumb and just doing stupid stuff.
Owen
When
Smith.
he had a heart attack on
Owen
stage.
Smith.
Yeah,
just
and people
fell
thought he was
over,
joking.
and everyone was laughing and clapping, and then he just slumped back and died.
Did you
on
know?
stage.
Fun fact: a lot of it's
And everyone was
surprising how
clapping.
you know this. Did you know Rey Mysterio once killed someone?
I heard about
Oh yeah, I've seen the deaths on WWE and stuff.
Did you not?
Someone
did
jumped
you know
from
that? 60
60 foot and just landed on the middle of the stage.
What
and people were
happened
just
was with Rey
laughing.
Mysterio. He was performing some move with this guy, and he was supposed to kick him back, but he missed it and hit him. You know where your like your back and your
Oh,
neck
yeah.
meet,
Yeah, like spinal
and he
cord,
snapped
yeah.
he snapped his neck. He killed him,
Yeah.
which is a bit mad. There's videos out there, I think.
It's kind of
There's,
nasty.
there's so much like risk.
There's another one, another one out there. That's it, Jesus Christ, not very funny. But you know, with like the whole things on live TV, there's one of this news report who attempted suicide, but there's no records of it anyway. Like there's no video. Find it. There
I've
are
seen a video of a news report.
accounts of it. Yeah, I've seen it. But there's no videos of it. I can't remember the name of it. Well, she did it on live, and she like the thing she said before, one of the most easy things anyone ever said before attempting something like that. What was it? Let me see.
Oh yeah, my second case is also disturbing like that, like the things I said before. Bud Dwyer, he was the
Yes, I've seen
politician
that. Oh,
who
yeah.
got framed for his things. He got framed for stuff, so he killed himself on live television. He said he's doing a speech, and then he handed out notes to everyone in the room, which were his funeral notes. And then he said stuff like, "If you have a weak stomach, look away or turn off your TV." And then just pulled out a magnum from his bag. Everyone started screaming. He just shot himself in the mouth.
What was he
forgot about
framed
it, and that
for?
was scary. I don't remember.
I've
He
got the
laughed
thing
a lot
here.
of them.
like just before he pulled the trigger,
Nothing
like.
about
Yeah, he was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt anyone, and so I like giggling because everyone is screaming, and then pulled the trigger.
Yeah, I did. I found the quote here, right? What she said. And what she said was because she's like a new like presenter. They were talking about something, and it cuts back, and she said, "In keeping with Challenge's policy of bringing you the limbs and guts in the river, you're going to see another first, an attempted suicide," and then she shot herself. That's insane.
That's the news reporter, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah, I've heard about that.
absolutely insane.
It's fucked up, man.
It is mad.
This
Yeah,
music
there's no-
doesn't
that's
suit
not
the
out there
topic
anymore.
at all.
No.
What music?
Yeah, I knew that.
LBG.
Great.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh man.
Oh god. Lord Jesus Christ.
A very
It's like a
happy,
relax-
joyful topic.
Wait, so-
Well,
Yeah,
we
right,
talked about
okay.
suicide.
What was Bud Dwyer being framed about, though?
Oh, I just found out. He had
What
like a
about tax?
criminal sentence or something. I don't really know what it's for. But then he was being framed for apparently he was like paying people to lower his sentence, like he was bribing judges and stuff when he actually wasn't. And then he was proven innocent like minutes after he shot himself. On
Yeah.
TV.
Oof.
Okay, so let's go on to another topic. This is completely different. This is a question. Would social media being banned benefit the world?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Right, okay. I reckon we need to discuss this.
Advice would be passed. Like news would like be so much slower going round.
Like, no, but I think, right, there's so many pros and
Like when
cons to social
Germany
media.
invaded Poland, like there was like that one woman who told everybody, but I don't know.
It's like.
What do you
You
want?
guys remember when, you guys remember when Juice WRLD died, right? And within like minutes,
Yeah.
it was all over Instagram. Every single like rap account was posting, and it was being sent to every group chat.
Yeah.
If there was no social
Yeah, but
media,
is it?
we'd have to wait. We wouldn't even know. We have to wait for the news tomorrow.
But then
Yeah,
again,
but
right?
Juice
But
WRLD's
also
dead.
you've got to
Is it essential to know if Juice WRLD is dead or not?
It is.
no.
It
Yeah,
is
but like,
not.
it's the
It's not essential, but it's nice to know.
principle. It's
No,
like
but
the
use this as well, right?
principle.
You could talk about the pros of social media, but you can't not mention social media for mental health
Well,
is probably one of the worst things in the world.
Yeah, but you know you do
Fitness
if
as
you're
well.
Cyberbullying. You know what you do if you.
No, but that's not that. No, but no, but it's
You
not
go off social
cyberbullying.
media.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
cyberbullying.
imagine if you didn't have social media during lockdown and you wouldn't be able to talk to your friends and.
Yeah, I know, but
You
I'm
just
saying
write letters
right,
back and
this is
forth,
this
you
is
know
the
what I mean?
yeah. This is why this is a debate here. Obviously, Corey said if you're cyberbullying, turn off the. It's not just cyberbullying. Obviously, I think one of the most obvious things you can talk about is the unrealistic standards
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
causes people to get depressed and all that. Like social, like you know, this whole no makeup challenge thing is a prime example. Like it's a no makeup challenge, but people are still too scared to post pictures of themselves.
Yeah,
without...
use makeup filters.
Like
or
because
they
people
still
are
wear
so
mascara.
scared. People are so terrified of other people online
Yeah,
and
'cause other
not
people
on their
online think it's a
image.
gimmick.
and their image.
Yeah.
Like you know, for goodness sake, what's the, you know, you're not even doing the challenge.
The thing is as well, right? You know, like back like when our parents were young and our granddads were young, right? They didn't have social media. And when they were young, they were like fit as hell because all they would do is like play
Yeah.
football, cricket, rugby, and they'd be able to like, you know, they were proper like built
Yeah,
fit
but it's like
people, you know?
times change.
There are an alarmingly
Exactly.
large amount of people that are fat nowadays.
Fun
Exactly,
fact:
yeah.
people who grew up in the 90s and the 80s actually were more happy during their childhood than the youth today.
True.
But that is obviously
I think that, yeah.
Wait,
That is a
as
fact.
Times change. It's like in like the 1800s. In a childhood, you weren't out doing sports or having fun. No, throwing rocks.
You're in a
having-
factory.
No, you
Yes,
were
but
hiding
times
inside 'cause the Black
change.
Plague was around.
but times change. But do times always change for the better?
No.
Exactly, yeah.
No,
that's
they
true.
don't.
Yeah, they don't. I think
Like, some people would argue that the Industrial Revolution is the worst thing that's happened to humanity ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
I
And we
as much as
caused
I
it.
like, you know, as much as I love my laptop here and have my phone, and stuff, I prefer life without it.
I like to
as
live on
much
a
as I love
ranch
having-
as like a
'cause think,
cowboy
we
in
would
like the
all, you know,
1800s.
How much we all would like, you know, we all in the summer and stuff. We're always like, oh, do you want to go out, boys? And then people are like not coming out because they want to go on their laptop. And it's just so like frustrating because then other people can't go out. Other people
It's a
like,
lot
can't
more
go
fun going
because
out
no one else
than
can come out.
staying in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I try
Exactly.
to get out every
If we
time I
never
get
had this
given the
stuff,
offer.
we'd be able to like, you know, go out all the time and play like fun sports and games and like, you know, have like proper good fun. Like when we were on the Astro playing football together, that was proper
That was
fun
amazing,
that we
yeah.
had.
It wasn't
Like I know
fun.
you,
It wasn't fun.
It's because I rugby tackled you.
like obviously,
Everyone just tried to rugby tackle me.
like obviously, Corey made the point. Like at the moment with this whole quarantine thing, if social media wasn't around, how would
I made that
Did you feel
point.
Oh, sorry, that was Luke. My bad.
Cheeky.
It's Luke.
You're talking about this now, like it's a very general thing. It doesn't look. This is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's quite insane
Yeah.
to say. Yeah, if this happened in the 80s, okay, yeah, fair enough, it'd be a bit of an issue. But this didn't happen in the 80s.
Yeah, but it's happening now.
Exactly.
You can't deny it's happening now. And if we didn't have social media now, when it's happening now,
It happened in 1945.
But for say this lockdown goes on
Not
for
like
2
quarantine,
months.
But people were stuck
Yes.
inside months because of.
I mean, yeah, it happened like 10 years ago with swine flu.
Were people in lockdown for 2 months?
People were in lockdown.
No, people weren't in
It's like
lockdown for
during-
it, but it was like everyone knew someone who had swine flu because it was such a
during World War
spread
II,
disease.
People were in their house for days on end because there was constant fear of German bombing attacks, and they would just
Yeah.
But
sit inside. with no one
But
coming
the
out,
difference being
nothing
with
to
the
distract them.
was that they had it was either stay inside or die. Whereas here, for us lot at least, it's not a matter of staying or you die. It's a matter of staying or you
But
get
back
ill.
then they still
I've
had
got
like,
asthma, I
technology. They
couldn't,
had
like-
radio and TVs in their
see.
bunkers.
Yeah, they could
sometimes,
still
you know?
communicate.
They just be kind of jamming out in their bunkers.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No, but like, imagine how
When we
boring
talk
it would be in a bunker days on end.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let
guess
me
when we talk
Google
about-
some social media.
When we're
Me-
talking about social media, we need to. we need to, we're not generalizing it because social media doesn't involve laptops. Like as I said, that's like technology basis.
This is social
But like,
media
yeah.
right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is
this is
social media
off
right
of this is something off of the NHS's website. Okay, so Instagram ranked worst for mental health in teen survey. So this is from 2017, so it's relatively recent. Instagram is rated as the worst social media platform when it comes to its impact on young people's mental health, a UK survey
I saw
suggests.
this article.
The survey asked 1,479 young people aged 14 to 24, so our age bracket, to score popular social media apps on issues such as anxiety, depression, loneliness, bullying of the image, and fear of missing out, where your social media peers seem to be enjoying better. The survey fed into a larger report looking more generally at the impact of social media on people in this age group, so-called digital natives, who have never lived in a world without internet. Despite many headlines flagging the negative effects published by Society of Public Health, also explore potential positive benefits for teenagers, such as improved sense of community. YouTube was found to have the most positive impact, which makes sense, and
Yeah.
photo sharing platforms had the most negative.
Well, yeah, because it's like, everyone behind a screen, everyone feels so much bigger to say their, just to say things, isn't it?
But yeah, like I
Everyone
said,
says,
the
Instagram's the worst, right? No, what was the worst? Xbox 360 game chat.
Oh, and yeah.
Oh,
how
yeah,
did that
no,
agree,
no offense,
though?
too.
Apart from the memes, right? It's like Xbox 360 game chat was everyone just going, fuck you, you're
Do you know what the very
Yeah.
worst was, though?
YOLO.
Discord in 2018.
Oh, what was that like?
Oh,
Oh, that was terrible.
no, I don't know what
But no,
I
the
didn't
Rust,
understand them.
the Rust community, by the way. The Rust community is so bad.
right, like
Oh,
I was saying the whole image sharing was meant like that makes sense, like I said, because of the whole image, the whole self
Yeah.
that people portray themselves. And
Boys,
I'm guilty
I'm
of
gonna
it.
sign off for the night.
Okay, then, well, goodbye, Rudian.
Well,
We love you.
yeah.
Right, boys. At Rudian TV.
Like I guess I'm guilty of it to an extent. So I'm
That was
looking
the
at
first time
mine
Rudian
now.
spoke.
We're all guilty of it. We literally joined a Snapchat group chat last night and started calling a bunch of girls these.
I
just
did
tell them
not.
to leave and stuff.
Yeah, but to year 9, just call them skanks.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened? I didn't.
I didn't
I
join.
don't know,
Said
Josh
it
was
doesn't
at us,
matter.
he was like, you all being a bit of peachy poos. Just get on.
Josh has
Yeah, I
like
was
beefing
just-
with everyone.
Yeah.
Josh loves the scrap.
Yeah.
Right, so what other topics have we got? So hang on, in conclusion, social
Who did the bite of
Benefit.
87?
No, we're not doing
Oh,
it.
Jamie, you know it.
Oh,
What about
The bite of
the bite of it?
It was
What-
Foxy,
what-
wasn't it?
what do you mean who did the bite of 87? Is Golden Freddy?
Was it? I thought it was
Golden
Foxy.
Freddy
then
bit Michael's brother.
What's the other one?
Bite
Bite
of
of
83.
Three.
The bite of 83, which is Mango.
Yeah, that was by Mangle.
Wait, that's the other way around. It's the other way around.
You
80,
idiot.
oh wait, 87 is Mangle fighting.
87's Foxy, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone
Mangle.
turned to page 387 of your
They were like
Flash
putting Mangle, they were like taking Mangle apart and putting it back together and she just bit one of the kids.
No.
Did she?
Wasn't it Jeremy Fitzgerald? No.
It was
Yeah.
the day guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Fitzgerald.
It was the frontal lobe, wasn't it? She bit Mangle.
I can
Why
explain the
are
whole
we
law if you
talking
guys
Yeah,
want.
she
about
bit off the frontal lobe.
Five Nights
Yeah.
Why are we no, we're not.
This is no. This is
Can
so
we talk about the
interesting.
law now?
Come on, it's interesting now.
I used to love Five Nights at Freddy's in year
Oh,
6. I used to
mate.
watch so many
Hey.
videos.
I know the entire law and I'm not proud of it.
You should be proud
I'm
of
kind
it.
of proud
shouldn't
of
be
it. Actually,
proud
am.
of it.
If I remembered it, I'd be very proud of it.
Big up 8-bit gaming.
Alright, hold on. Let's get a topic up.
What was
Yes.
the scariest animatronic in everyone's opinion? Though?
Oh, Reese, the one you put in the channel.
Yeah, wait. When me and Corey were talking the other night about realities and fate. Yeah.
Yes.
That was insane.
Small choices have led us to exactly where we are now. If
Have big impact, yeah.
One thing less. If I hadn't gone group chat time and said podcast my voice, no one.
Yeah. What I saw about the smallest choice, right, is how we were all in the same class together. Well, the original
Yeah.
Cwmtawe Hardlass, right? if one of us got a question wrong in that year 6 exam, one of us wouldn't have been in that class. One of us wouldn't be friends.
But think about it, right? No, here's one thing that I
Really?
think really works.
If I didn't post that photo of me and Aaron on my Instagram, Corey and Cameron wouldn't talk to me all the time in maths, and I wouldn't be here right now.
Wait, what
I
happened on your
spoke to
Instagram?
you anyway.
Use something new,
Yeah,
right?
but like,
You can press this
Yeah, but
yourself,
you-
don't credit
yeah, I know that, but like,
asshole.
yeah, I know that, you know. 'Cause we sat
If you hadn't moved
like,
to Gleis, we wouldn't know each other.
yeah.
We would-
So
probably wouldn't be
thank
friends
you,
now.
Mrs. Mort, for being a bully teacher.
Here's this, right? Here's this. for
She,
you.
I was best mates with Zach Davis in primary, and she hated him all
Oh.
through that school because he was friends with me.
It's because it's guitar.
Zach Davis guitar.
So you've got,
Davis.
right, for example, here's an example for you. You know, you got like the back end.
Yeah.
The only reason we started going to where you lot were originally was
Like
because
revenge.
of yeah, exactly. You know, if you didn't decide to start doing, I wouldn't be here right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you didn't
If
decide, you know
Bench
what?
beef
Let's
is
go
good.
get
That's
this
a bit
bench.
mad.
One
Eddie
joke
Tara-
has changed everything.
If Eddie
Yeah,
Tarrant
it's-
didn't break up with Craig Matic, me and Owen would still hang
Yeah.
around with them, and we wouldn't be here either.
Yeah,
It got awkward after that
It's
happened.
the deepest thing in the world.
but yeah, like every action
Has led
some
to us being
consequence.
here right now.
and
And
sometimes
Josh and Owen in general. Every action has led to this.
Every
You know,
action-
they may they may be talking about things that we will never know for the rest of our lives right now.
Right,
Mm.
think about
That's
this as
annoying.
well.
That's
Like, say
annoying.
that, for example, after the whole thing that happened with like the friend group I was with before Black Arrows.
Yeah.
Say after this whole thing unfolded, that apparently them lost saying that they didn't like me. I decided, I'm gonna stick with them regardless.
Yeah.
Again, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
If Craig Matic didn't text me that one day, actually, it's this Monday, a year ago this Monday, if Craig Matic didn't ask me if I wanted to make a Minecraft world, I'd still be friends with, like, Heidi and Reese, and wouldn't be here either.
If I
I
was
wonder
still friends with them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wonder.
we-
I
we
wonder.
still-
What,
we'd
I
still
haven't
be-
sprayed deodorant on worms, I wouldn't be here.
I wonder what
We'd
wouldn't
still
have.
be here. We'd be together still, Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what wouldn't have
Black
happened
bench.
and what would have happened
Irish
if Brisket
skin on
for
my
a
own.
biscuit never happened.
But this also works in opposite circumstances as well. Whereas, you know, when
I remember that.
people get like killed.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I know this is a super mega binge, but when XXXTentacion died, and he was shot for a bike, wasn't
Rip jar.
he? Yeah, he was shot for a bike.
Gone to get that
See,
ball.
if he decided that
Yeah.
morning, he decided, you
Yeah.
know what, actually, I cannot be bothered to go get a bike today. He'd still be alive. I was like, at least he wouldn't have died that
Mad.
day.
If Juice
Hold
was
on.
like, hey yo, fuck this plan, you know, he'd be like,
Yeah, if he just decided not to take the bikes, he would be okay. He'd just be in prison now.
Mm.
I just
Another
thought-
one.
If I had a sickness bug on that one Cwmtawe induction day, I wouldn't have got hit by a car.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you did,
Oh,
didn't
no.
you?
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
If I wasn't retarded, I wouldn't have to have to. And you know what? Maybe. Yeah.
I got a good one as well.
Go on, Jens.
But you could be going out with TR.
No, that wouldn't
Hashtag-
have happened anyway. No,
Hashtag hate George.
no, come on, come on. This is
Scumbag.
on the podcast now. Come on, let's.
Jesus
Just like such an adult.
I hate George.
Ugh.
You know
Wait,
what,
Jensen,
Rudian?
yeah.
Well,
Rid-
he
Ridion.
you get yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going somewhere with this, don't worry. He got picked up by his mum usually, because his mum worked in a school, so she'd pick him up.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
didn't, one day walk home, I wouldn't have bumped into him. I wouldn't have been friends with him. Therefore,
Holy
I wouldn't have wormed my way into the back alley.
Wait,
boys.
wait.
But yeah, do you
And
know
then
what the
I would
weirdest
be,
thing is, yeah? It's Jensen. I remember in year 8, when I was like in table tennis all the time, Jensen would be there, but he wasn't hanging around with anybody there. You were like, you'd have lunch. You
I
wouldn't
remember,
talk to
yeah.
anyone.
No, because yeah, we used to be around ping pong, and I'd always see him with his glasses on doing the 1-2 step with his pickle, like around the ping pong, around the ping pong tables, just eating away.
It hasn't changed, has it?
Yeah,
Oh, this is
looking for a
before that.
game.
This is before that. Like, this is before he was even friends with us. I remember when he was literally when he joined my class 9E. When he joined 9E. Because I didn't even like know who it was off by like when they said Jensen Grimshaw, I was like, who's Jensen? And they pointed out, I was like, oh right, okay. And then from that, obviously he was in my class then, so I got to know him.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
was back when like, were, like,
Yeah, close mates. And then something happened.
what happened? Yeah.
I trust you, I'm not going to talk about this on the podcast because it is going out there for people to see.
Fair.
I think we're forgetting this.
There's a lot of things I could mention.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
That one time we could
Oh no.
might not be friends. If Callum was born, like a few weeks later,
Oh yeah, literally one
and,
day earlier.
and stayed in year 6, I wouldn't be as close to Tom Butterworth. So I wouldn't have protected Tom from Owen Thayer. Owen Thayer wouldn't have punched me. Me and Owen wouldn't be friends.
Wait. I didn't know this. What?
Wait, that's how you two are friends?
That was
with
no,
Owen
that was a
Thayer?
while ago. You know?
Probably not. But I'm gonna say.
Like
that
Miss Webley was fuming.
She what? Well, you did
Owen
punch me in the
Thayer-
eye, and
Yeah.
my eye was bleeding.
Oh, you went
Yeah.
to Butterworth, and then Luke stepped in and defended him.
I just
No,
said Owen,
respect.
so I just said no fighting, and then Owen pinned me against one, so I'd pounded my eye.
Yeah.
Go for Tom.
So
Uh,
yeah, basically what happens is
I used to
Owen.
Why
Well,
aren't
back
you going
then.
for Tom? Like, why
Owen had anger issues.
So Owen steps up, sparks Luke out. Luke gets up, looks him dead in the eyes, and says, "You know what? Let's be friends."
No, there's a
I
bit in
like this
between
one.
that. There's a-
Well, yeah, because one time pong with you, and you were really funny, so maybe that's why.
Actually know this man.
Pablo.
Pablo, yeah.
Pablo.
You don't know who
Pablo.
he is.
By Pablo, so yeah.
Karate Kid. If you call him Pablo, you'll break
God
your neck.
bless. You do realize we're giving so many.
Karate Kid.
God, they're such generous people.
No, we
Do
should
you remember when we saw him in the on the punching bag, Jamie, in the gym?
Oh yeah.
That was scary as shit.
You were scared as shit.
Is he a black belt?
Yeah, he fights
Yeah,
adults.
that's
I think he
I am
trains
as well. What do you mean?
classes. Yeah, but he's like tiny and a year younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I want to fight him.
Small.
I don't want to fight anyway. I'm not fit to fight.
Yeah, fair enough.
Neither
Bro,
am I.
one crazy.
Reach. Just rip the bar out of your chest and use it as a baton.
It's
Yeah,
It's
you don't get how many times I've heard that. Just, every
it
time,
out of your
every time someone suggests me fighting, they're just like, you know what? Just rip the bar out of your chest and start beating someone up with it.
Imagine seeing someone go for
Yeah.
this, just rip this part of his chest and starts hitting them in the knees.
Yeah,
with it.
Reese is a Swiss Army.
You see me
too.
clawing the side of my chest and just pull it out
Swiss Army
along
Reese.
my rib cage,
Hidden metal.
whacking someone up with it.
Yeah, Reese is the Swiss Army knife. Of...
I'd be like
Oh.
the ultimate battle axe.
Wait, does it go off when you walk through like
Metal
customs?
detectors.
Does it go off through
I think it does, but I have not been through customs yet with it. But I have got like a
Well,
medical.
Reese,
considering,
what if-
well, considering
Wait,
no
Reese,
one's seen Reese up and shipping him anytime soon, I don't think he would be going through customs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they probably
but, like,
think you're smuggling in some like drugs.
exactly. No, but I have a medical letter that basically says this kid does not have an AK-47 in his.
What if he
chest.
went
It's
in
a
the
medical
microwave?
line. You know what I mean?
What if Reese went in the microwave?
I have tried to see if it's metal by putting a magnet up to my chest, and it is not magnetic.
I
It is
don't
not
think
like
it
a
got
metal.
Wait.
You should
think
put
you
like a
got-
really strong magnet there, and it just gets stuck.
It's like a really weird.
You know, because when you
compound.
go through customs, it's gonna beep because of the chip
Yeah.
bar on your chest. You can smuggle more stuff in, they won't know.
Holy sh!
I think they still check me.
Yeah, because they
No,
have
but
like,
like
the.
in your chest. Just open
Fuck,
it
I'm
up.
gonna get something in my chest.
You should install a zipper.
You just
Oh,
get
actually, do you
surgeons down there
remember-
to open up his
Do you
chest.
remember when the hole was still there, and I think we were in RE, and I smuggled a whole roll of toilet
roll,
paper
toilet
out?
roll.
Yeah, through my chest. Yes, I remember that.
What?
He broke.
With my
we
chest
went
went
out
in,
one
I-
time, and
Yeah.
we said, "Reese, go to the toilet. Get us a roll of toilet roll. We were fucking around with it. We had supply. We were like, Reese, go get us a roll of toilet roll. And he went to the toilet, gets a roll of toilet roll, puts it in his chest, and then comes back to
Oh my god.
Yeah, it just looks like I had a flat chest. It's insane.
Mad.
Mad.
I
Yeah.
remember
Little
seeing it in
toilet roll.
games. I remember seeing it in games once, I think.
Now, Reese, do you remember that one time?
Play
Where,
football
then you were like, what the
where-
fuck
do
is
you remember that
kid
one
on there?
time? Do you
No.
remember that one time, yeah, where I actually like ate cereal from your chest?
No.
I think I've heard.
You don't. You don't remember?
That's
I poured drunk lemonade out of it, and I
Sounds
filled it
shit.
with Skittles before in Germany, so I could lay in my bed and eat Skittles. But I didn't know where to put the packet, so I just tipped them in, and I was just laying like going like this.
That's amazing.
Wait, can I
brilliant.
say?
I'm about to
can
get
I
a
say
hammer and
something-
start going at it.
Can I say something Elliot did in Germany?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
can you? Can you? Whoa, just remember,
Can
people
you?
can see.
Am I legally allowed to say it?
Put it
I don't wanna
in the
expose him.
pod- put it in
Mm.
the podcast chat,
Mm.
and I'll
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
exposed himself.
we don't want to let anything out here.
Yes,
right?
we don't want people like
Mm.
getting like little lives this year.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
Are we?
no.
no,
you can say it.
let's leave that.
No.
Leave that.
Yeah, we don't need
If
that.
we get his permission, we will tell it another time.
Wait, there's another one. There's another one, but we won't mention the name of the second person. Only Elliot.
Right, yeah, this is a good one.
This sounds like bullying to me.
Wait, same bed.
Oh.
Same bed.
Yeah, same bed.
Same
Like
bed.
like
Same bed.
toe to toe. They were just doing it.
They were just-
At the
Oh,
same
no,
time.
no, 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 no,
Same
no,
time.
no,
They were
no,
both
no,
going
no.
at
Wait,
it.
what?
I was.
Yeah, that
it was
sounds
scary.
That's mad.
Hey, Germany was mad, but I didn't know it was that mad.
I remember Reese Andrews
Me and
and
all my
Elliot
mates.
tried to.
Yeah,
go to
Reese is currently thinking, God, I wish.
and Tom had a shower together.
Jim, I don't think I've showered with anyone else but myself.
They had clothes on, but still.
In San Grano, I
no.
was in the shower and someone picked the lock to the bathroom door.
Go in the shower in the morning and he pissed in it. So then we told Mr. Evans, and then Mr. Evans just shouted it out to like everyone there
We want these-
Oh, he's like, hey,
in the shower.
Oh my God.
After I had my surgery, I had to have my mum bath me. I know that because I couldn't move my hands much or anything. So
Lol,
obviously,
cripple.
I was in swimming trunks, and she'd like wash my hair and stuff. It was quite relaxing.
oh god.
Did
family
I go?
charity.
I can't
Yeah, it's
remember if
quite
I ever
relaxing.
had a
Back to
shower.
work.
Wait,
Like, paralyzing pain.
Oh, it wasn't. I wasn't in pain. I was on morphine.
just
I
living
wasn't in
life.
pain at all.
Bro,
Oh,
I
Corey,
never-
Corey, do you remember the plan of us two had a plan? We were gonna use hammers and break each other's ankles
Oh
so we
my
could go to
God,
hospital and
yes.
get free morphine.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I remember when I remember
I was
when
on a ferry and we came up with that plan. That was genius.
I remember when I sprained my ankle playing British Bulldogs.
remember we're on podcast.
Oh,
still.
British
Brain drain
Bulldogs
was
was mad.
Honestly,
That's
no,
what
let me
podcast.
explain you to this, right?
For the authorities, I'm not gonna do that.
So what happened was, I was playing obviously British Bulldogs in primary school, lovely times,
Oh,
and someone tried to get me, so I jumped to their side, like get away from
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And when I landed on my foot, and it just went sideways, like all the weight
you
went
tear
onto
your
one leg, and it
ankle?
just went down. Oh, and they couldn't
you
tell
tear-
what happened because the
That
ankle
happened-
got so
that
many
happened
Did
little.
you
Really
sprain or
today.
tear your ligaments?
He said it was either a sprain or a break.
Because I remember. Do you remember when Josh threw Cameron over his shoulder and Cameron
Yes,
landed
yes,
on my
yes.
foot as he went up, and I tore both my ligaments in my ankle, but I didn't know at the time. So as the champ that I am, right? Don't want to big up my own tree. I just walked to the
Let's
canteen
go,
and I
champ.
spent the whole lunch in the canteen with them. And I remember all the way through lunch, I was telling them, I was like, something's wrong here. I can barely feel my ankle. Something's wrong. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the nurse. And I walked to the nurse, and I was like in so much pain, I could barely walk to the nurse. And I got there, and I was like, I've done something to my ankle. Can you phone my parents? And she was like, give it 5 minutes,
Oh,
alright?
fuck.
Just try walk to class, right?
yeah.
And I
She
and I, and I,
always-
and I,
she's
you know,
useless.
right? I walked about 4 steps out the door and I fell over. And she came out and looked at me and I said, "You need to call my parents." I looked up at her on the floor and I was just like, "You need to call my parents. I can't walk." And then she did, and then my mum would tell me out. And I didn't even cry in my surgery,
don't
but I
get-
cried walking out to the car because it was excruciating trying to walk with like a sprain.
Talking about collapsing on the floor.
Oh,
Do
listen.
you remember that time on the stairs in arguably the funniest fashion you
Wait, what?
imagine?
Oh,
What?
yeah, I
It's
remember.
hilarious,
It.
go on.
Wait, what?
I don't remember what you said, but you said something in a really wacky voice.
No.
like,
I didn't even say no. I don't even. Walking up the vocational stairs to English.
Yeah. No.
I
It
just
was
looked at
it
him.
was the language stairs. We were going up to science with Mr. Owens in Mrs. Moses' class.
Right here. Yes, we were. And
Yeah.
I said to him, Reese, guess what? It's all shits and giggles until someone shits. He said, "You are." So I repeated myself, and as I finished the sentence, I swear to God, I tripped up all the stairs so hard, I literally went
basically
from
fell
his
back down
eye
the
level.
stairs.
I went on his. I went from his eye level to the floor in about 0.1 seconds flat. I just dropped.
Yeah, and the thing is, you almost went all the way back down to the bottom of the stairs, and you just looked up at me and burst out laughing. That was the best thing in the world. Oh my god.
I remember when I
Oh.
bopped Elliot. That was quite funny.
Oh.
Elliot gets
Oh.
sent flying all the time, and I feel so bad for him.
Remember when you were all like, I like your cut, G, when he didn't even have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
cut.
he just didn't have a cut.
Oh my
You
Yeah.
do that all the time. He will
Mhm.
have a haircut and be like, I like your cut, G.
He said,
That's very
I
sweet.
pray he never gets to email.
Oh my god.
I pray.
I mean, last time we tried to get a girlfriend, we all like DM'd her, and she didn't
Mm.
reply after she met him.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, we told her he had crabs. That was one of them. We said, oh, watch out.
And the
he-
time
he
before
has
that, it was
crabs.
Casey.
wait, I
Yeah.
thought Casey was the one at the end.
Oh, it was a different one.
To be fair, I think it's justified. Because in year 7, I bought loads of Pokemon cards at like 60 quid worth of EXs. And Elliot gave me a bunch of fakes that no one could tell were fake but Reese and Elliot. And then I was just like, oh, so now I've got useless cards. And they wouldn't even let me play with them. Because I had so many.
Yeah.
Really, you didn't let you play with the fakes?
I
Yeah,
remember
you wouldn't
that.
even, like, this wasn't even like a competitive game. You wouldn't even let me play with them, so I couldn't play Pokemon
I remember
anymore.
I bought a bunch of fakes off
Yeah.
eBay and I traded them for reals.
I did as well. I've done that. That's
I was an absolute scam artist.
I have a full art EX on my desk. I think I traded it by trading someone the fake version for it to get 2 more cards, and I traded them for their real.
Yeah. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up there then.
Alright.
Well then, everyone, a good night
Good night,
from
folks.
Cwmtawe Mafia. Enjoy the rest
Good
of
night,
your
guys.
or days, depending on when you're watching this or listening to it. Enjoy. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back soon.
God
Goodbye.
bless.
God bless.
Yay.
Have a
Good night, lads.